हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू कोडिंग वर्ल्ड। टुडेस टॉपिक इज ट्रैपिंग रेन वाटर प्रॉब्लम। तो आज हम लोग देखेंगे एरे के कुछ वो सारे प्रॉब्लम जो कि प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी के इंटरव्यूज़ में आए हुए हैं। उसमें से एक प्रॉब्लम है ट्रैपिंग रेन वाटर प्रॉब्लम। सी व्हाट डज इट इंडिकेट्स? सपोज वी आर गिवन एन एरे, okay, and let's suppose array consists 2 0 5 elements. Suppose at 0th index it is 2, at 1 index it is 0, and at 2nd index it is 5. So what does it mean? We are basically, the array gives you the height of the building, and the width of each building is 1 unit. So basically these are nothing but this is the height of the buildings, and what is the width of these buildings? That is 1 unit. It is given in the problem. Okay, so what does it indicate? We are indicate that at first we have a building of height 2 and then height 0. That means at after 1 unit there is nothing, and after that we have a building of 5 units. 5 units. Okay, let's say let's say this is a building of height 5 units, and this is a building of height 2 units, and in between there is a gap of 1 unit. Because why 1 unit? Because at 1 index the building has height 0, so we have no buildings, so it is height of 1. So and if if rainwater falls in this space, so rainwater gets trapped in this space. And what is the maximum rain water that can we get via this input array? So definitely we can store only this much of water in this space, because out of when we exceed this 2 unit limit, basically when we try to store water above the height of this 2 unit building, definitely the water will get overflows. Definitely we cannot store water. So what we have to do is we can store only water in this particular shaded area, which is 1 and 2. Basically 2 unit of water can be stored in this particular area. So the output of this particular problem is 2 unit. Okay, so in this way we will have to approach it. Okay, so first you try to code this problem, and I will also show you how to code this particular problem. I will discuss with you two approaches. One is big O of n solution, and another one is big O of n square solution in upcoming lecture series. Okay, now we'll discuss one more problem of array, that is majority element. Okay, so what is majority element? Let me say. So given an array, we have to return the majority element in a particular array. This is a very good problem. So given an array, and let's say array consists of 1 1 2 2 3, this much element. So what is majority element? Majority element is only that element which has number that is count greater than n by 2, where n is the number of elements in the array. So 1 2 3 4 5. So for this particular array the value of n is 5. Okay, and if we try to do 5 by 2, then we will definitely get 2. So if any element which is present in this array more than 2 times, then definitely that element is a majority element. Now let's check one by one. So 1 here, also 1 here, also 1, but it is only 2 times, but it is not greater than 2 times. So definitely this 1 is not majority element. So in this array there exists no majority element, so output will be 0, or you can say output will be null. Okay, so this is the majority element. Try to code this problem. I have told you how to do this. Okay, we'll also do coding part in upcoming lecture series. Now we'll discuss one more concept, very important concept, that is maximum circular subarray sum. So we are given an array. Let's say our array consists 5 10 and -5. Previously we have discussed how to calculate maximum subarray sum, but in this particular video we'll talk about how to calculate maximum circular subarray sum. Okay, so what does it mean? What do you mean by circular? What is it meaning by circular? Okay, let's say, so what are the possible subarrays that can be generated if this array is given in input? Okay, so first array is 5 10 -5. Another one can be possible is 5 10 Another one possible is that is 10 minus 5, and the last one is possible as 5 10 minus 5, because here n is equal to 3, so number of subarrays, not circular subarrays, only subarrays possible is 3 factorial, which is 6. So I have written all the possible subarrays. Now I'll write what are the possible circular subarrays. No, I will write what are the possible circular subarrays for this particular array. So circular subarray means this the last element will try to connect with its first index element. That means n minus 1th element will try to connect at 0th index element. Okay, so how it will try to connect? So 10 minus 5 and 5 is a circular subarray. We can also say minus 5 5 and 10 is also a circular subarray. Okay, we can also say minus 5 5 and 10 is also a circular subarray. So given an input as array in this format, we can say there are 3 possible circular subarray. Okay, and what we have to return? We have to return the maximum possible value of the sum, that can be maximum sum, that basically that maximum sum that can be generated via maximum circular subarray. So if we try to calculate the sum of this subarray, what is the sum of this subarray? Is 10. What is the sum of this subarray? It is also 10. What is the sum of this subarray? That is also 10. So let's also find out what are the maximum sum that can be possible, that is possible from subarray. So 5 10 and minus 5, so definitely 5 10 minus 5 from these 3 subarrays. What is the maximum sum? That is 10. For this subarray we get sum as 15. For this subarray we get maximum sum as 5, and for this we also get as 10. So what is the maximum sum for subarray? That is 15. What is the maximum sum possible from circular subarray? That is 10. Means that is 15 for subarray which is not circular, and 10 which is for circular subarray. So what we have to return? We have to return the maximum circular subarray sum. That means you have to return 10. That means output of this program will be 10. Okay, so please think about how we can code this. Basically I'll try to code in C++. Whatever I will provide the coding part, that will be in that will be on C++ only, not in C, not in Java, not in Python. I'll write all the coding part in C++ also. Later I will also modify C++ to Java and Python 3. Okay, but first try to code trapping rainwater problem. Okay, so this is the problem statements, and then try to write down the coding part for majority element, and after that come and then try to write for maximum circular subarray sum in C++. Okay, we'll also discuss how to code these 3 particular problems in upcoming video series.